if you guys read the Bible and you start to understand it as you get older, and you start getting it broken down by other people, and you actually start looking into it, the sons of God were not male humans. They were male angels who rebelled and fell, and they landed on Mount Hermon. This was part of Satan's rebellion. They wanted to destroy mankind. It didn't work, but here it is. The sons of God saw that the daughters of humans were beautiful. Okay? Think about that. The sons of God saw that the daughters of humans, okay, the sons of God, obviously they're not human, right? Saw that the humans were, their daughters were beautiful. The human daughters. So you break it down, the sons of God were not human beings. The daughters of humans, they were real people. So essentially, they married these beings were obviously physical in nature. They had lost some sort of estate, like their, I guess, some sort of spiritual estate. They wanted to destroy mankind. So they started genetically manipulating things, whether they were having intercourse or splicing genes like we're doing now. Everything in the days of Noah that happened is going to happen again. If you go to Pedro's videos, you will see this in his Resident Evil clips that he actually zoomed in. Within the clip I showed, well, not even the clip, within the screenshot I showed you yesterday of this being in a red robe. That's what I'm talking about. These things had children. These beings had intercourse with the human women, which gave birth to giants. They didn't shoot out like giants like crazy. So more than likely what happened is the ones that were genetically modified, like, you know, like we're doing now, splicing genes, grew up to be massive. And the babies, not all the babies were big. Some of the babies were, I don't know, small in nature. I wasn't there. But anyhow, there are no female angels, and I've said this before. I'm not stating a fact that when you meet a woman and you're like, you know, oh, she's an angel. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that is a compliment to a woman that she is pretty. Okay? That's got nothing to do with biblical principle that I'm talking about. Zero. Okay? When the flood of Noah came and killed these things were not of God's creation. They were creations of these fallen angels. And God allowed it. And he also allowed the fact that the flood wiped the earth with these things. And then after that, they obviously were hidden and stuff. God allows stuff. I can't tell you why. More than likely to show his power and to show that you can't do what you want to do. These things have to operate within the Bible. They can't just go outside the box and do what they want. Okay? So there were and are female succubuses out there. And I'm not talking flesh and blood succubuses. I'm talking spiritual succubuses that possess people. These beings are walking around that have they were killed in the flood, so that the body dies but the spirit lives on. So the spirits of these Nephilim are walking around the earth right now. They're not chained up, they're not anything. But they will not make it to heaven because they are not a creation of God. They are not his creation. He destroyed that. People call God a tyrant. How can he be a tyrant? If you create something and it's bad, do you really want to keep it? No, you want to kill it. I've seen experiments between eggs and human, genes. It's gross, but I've seen it on YouTube. So the next time you guys think about what I say, please think clearly what I'm telling you. Female succubuses are not human. They are spiritual beings that possess men and or possess women in some movies that you'll see. So I hope this clears it up, guys, knowing that the women in Noah's day were killed off by God because they weren't his creation in the first place. So guys, comment, like, and or subscribe.